Hello there, welcome back to the Papal State Holy Trinity. I did a little bit of gamble last time. I declared war on Venice and the Ottomans in an attempt to, well, basically unite the Byzantine holdings in the area. And also, of course, we're going after Mentez. I can fabricate a claim on, well, Rhodes, so that we can revive the Knights, which we'll hopefully do within the next 20 or so years. The Teutons have become vassals of Poland, which is not good. Livonian Order is conquering land, which makes them harder to vassalize, but we'll most likely be able to do that in the future anyways. And right now we are currently setting up sieges all over the, well, enemy's territories, more or less. So for the time being, that will be the goal. Unfortunately here, Austria will not join due to the fact that they would be called into multiple wars, which is kind of a pain in the arse to deal with, but it is how it is, and there's not much to do about that. But the goal for the moment will actually be to quickly end the war against the Ottomans here. France is probably going to help out quite a bit with that, but we'll have to see. And of course, getting Gazkamuk and Tunis out of this will also be an important task. Well, if not monumental, but we'll see. For now, we'll just continue sieging, and we'll move things along as we see fit. We'll also, of course, take Constantinople. But it looks like I'll have a hard time actually getting myself into, well, Mentez, for instance. I can't really walk around here. It's Hungary here that's messing me up again, which is not good. But I can't really do anything about that either, which is bad. Let's just be honest. But I'm also a little bit reliant here on the French actually getting themselves into a position where they would actually be helpful. Right now they're not. They currently have 40,000 troops in Italy. I really wish I had declared war on Venice first, but didn't pay too much attention to when the truces run out, and that punished me a lot. I actually got a free claim there, which was perfect. The rival of our rival. Georgia needs to protect against Venice. We can do that. We'll probably end up killing some of their troops, hopefully. If not all, which will be more hopefully, but we'll see. And the Ottomans actually sent some ships now away. Can we sneak over? Nope, we did not have any chance at all of sneaking over. But I'll just try and siege the area here completely and only, and then we'll see what we'll do in terms of getting our troops back home and trying to make something work there. Again here, the biggest concern is that we are just so outmatched on the sea. That is kind of ridiculous. I really need the French to get their navy into play here, but the navy is currently on the wrong side, and there's not really too much we can do about that other than, well, patiently wait for it to move into a better place. We have the Venetian army more or less just completely having us completely under control, which is not good. And I think what I'm actually going to do here is try and lure the Venetian army to come to Albania either by boat or something else, and then we can just smack them down that way and then try and sneak ourselves home. But of course that is going to most likely end up being a harsh run no matter how we look at it, so we'll be interested to see how we do this. But Milan is really the factor that is currently making us lose this. Lombardy, as you can see here, is 10% war score, so I really should have left some people at home to deal with the current situation, but the AI handling from Milan here is not really the greatest either. And of course the French, who didn't actually send their fleets to transport troops. They actually transported troops into Tunis. I'm out of words. Well, it makes sense. It's closer for France, and it's probably easier everything, more or less. I guess I understand that. It's not a dumb idea. It's actually a fairly good one. So I should probably not criticize them for that. It's really what makes sense. Let's just be honest. It actually makes sense, and that is why I like him doing that, more or less. Now I'm hoping that the Ottoman army or fleet will actually go somewhere else, but right now it's kind of being obnoxious here. Are you actually going to see a Crete? Wonderful, wonderful. You are going to Constantinople. You guys are going to Mentez. You guys will probably die on the trip there, but it's a sacrifice that I'm not willing to make just yet. The Ottoman Navy will no matter what happens here, be put out of commission for a little while. That is the goal here. That's the silver lining, if you will. And if I can then just get my armies over to the area that actually matters here, which I actually managed to pull off, we should be able to take Mentes now with, well, little to no problems. And then again, we can probably claim on roads. I probably should not declare war on Venice, but it was just too tempting. The worst thing is the war with Venice will probably end up with a white peace or something along those lines, and we'll all just laugh at it. But that's a fairly alright result as well. And I'm actually going to attack their army here now, if I can get over there, which I couldn't, which is kind of bad. I guess we'll negotiate. We do not want rebels in Avignon. We can't handle them, but most likely the French would. But it's not something that I'm interested in doing right now. So we'll just have to continue things as we have been so far. But yeah, Mentes, once that falls, we'll make peace with the Ottomans. I should probably go a little bit too hard, or harder on Constantinople, but that's fine. Best case scenario now is I can actually move my fleet into a better position for getting away here. Ferrara, Verona, I don't think it matters in terms of cardinals for myself, so there's no reason to actually do anything here. And we'll do heresy, because we do not want Protestants or the Protestant faith to take hold of our nation, at least not right now, so we're just going to not allow it to. And the funny thing is, I think that army is actually going to Corfu. No, it didn't. It's running all the way home. That's interesting. But yeah, for the time being, we'll just sit by here and wait, and then we'll go back home and start beating these guys back, hopefully. It's kind of a weird thing. I might have to white peace Venice, but we'll see how it goes. Potentially I'll just go call to arms to Austria now down the line. It should be possible. We'll be called into multiple wars. So basically, once I end the war with the Ottomans, I can call Austria in, and then they'll do a clean sweep of Venice. Everything is actually coming up papal. if you can actually say that, it really is coming up papal. Okay, that might be a problem. Come on, siege that quickly now. Oh, I thought these guys would attack that army, but it didn't, which is beneficial to me because it survives. But yeah, as soon as we siege Mentes, we should be fine here. Come on! One more phase should hopefully do it. Let's see here. One more phase. And then we hopefully get the last one now. Hopefully, 70%. We lost the siege of Plovdiv, which doesn't actually matter too much. There we go, Mentes has been sieged, and now I can live happily ever after. Can I force you to give anything to Monastir and Thessaly? Well, that should work. It's a 50 war score. It's beneficial to me, and almost no aggressive expansion too. And funny enough, that's actually perfect. I can't ask for anything else, so we will send those demands. They are really good. Problem, of course, now is that I did not consider the fact I should move into a enemy territory so I could actually move my army, but that is what it is. Now, you guys, would you please join my war? You would. How sweet of you. Yeah, I think I love you. But anyways, this should actually swing the Venice War 2 in my favor, so I guess something that screwed me over in the beginning now is kind of helpful, which I find hilarious. I really do. And of course, as you can see, I can actually take a ton of stuff and give it to the Byzantines, because we are going to win this. The biggest issue here is Brescia. I can actually get everything with 100% war score. So if we siege, get Bohemia out of this, get Savoy out of this, and siege Venice, things are looking like we might get a lot going for ourselves, which of course is good. It's really good. I'm a little bit surprised though that they're actually converting provinces for me. That's nice. But I'm also a little bit concerned. Sorry, I'm a little bit concerned of the fact that they do not build any troops. And of course also the fact that the Venetian fleet is still basically the big bad bastard. I did not actually consider the fact that it would potentially get military access from the Ottomans. I just didn't see that as a viable solution, but it actually was, and I know for a fact that we'll get military access from there we go. I think, yeah, there we go. The Blitzkrieg has begun, and Austria is doing a good job at it. But as I said, I would never have thought I would get military access from the Ottomans, and Montez is actually something that we will call ourselves. So I should probably have started that ages ago. But yeah, Byzantium is doing neatly. Venice has all remaining calls. Genoa has one, and the Ottomans has one. But other than that, we're actually looking pretty good here. Kosovo is a Serbian call, so I'm actually really tempted to just go ahead and declare war here on Serbia with the goal of vassalizing them. So we're going to finally get a claim on Zeta, and we're most likely actually going to end up vassalizing them here, which would be hilarious. I guess we'll claim Saruhan. Doesn't really matter if we do or not, but we'll get a nicer result if we do, I think. So there we go. We'll move these guys to Naxos, and we'll move from there. There we go. My fleet is now actually capable of moving. Venetians have, well, left the compound, if you will, but things are looking good right now. I'm just going to allow the war to run its course. Venice is most likely going to die rather harshly here to the war exhaustion if the war goes on too long for them. So, yeah, things are looking good. After this, we'll probably go straight off the roads here to release the good nation of the Knights, and then I guess we'll actually have to start making our way north. Jerusalem is also a part of the achievement, but it's not really something that Jerusalem you can take anytime. Teutons, Livonian Order, going to be a little bit more difficult to take. Unfortunately, we lost the point stability. Pope Paulus II, 313, not too shabby. Papacy went to Austria, not the best thing ever, but I guess it is what it is. Now, shouldn't we have a chance at the papacy? Yeah, we have a 25% chance, so... Religious civil disorder in England and Riga. It seems like things are actually going to get rather interesting. Hungary is falling apart. Bulgaria could be someone that will emerge, someone that we can use, hilariously enough. And after this war, we're probably also going to start the annexation of Milan, because they've done their job. They have also ended up losing their value thanks to basically running out of time here. But yeah, I'm a little bit unsure how we'll go with the claim war in Serbia while the Ottomans are at war with them. We'll just have to try and siege their provinces before the Ottomans do, which is of course going to be possible. Worst case scenario here is actually that the Serbians do actually have an army, surprisingly enough. I didn't think they did, but they actually do. And we're actually going to destroy that army. No, we're going to siege. Yeah, the funny thing is, the Ottomans will actually protect me to some degree here. We'll just siege one province. It means that, worst case scenario, I can vassalize them without any problems. Best case scenario, I'll be able to, well, do something else as well. I'm a little bit unsure how we'll actually play things in that area, but we'll figure it out. Albanian Montez nationalist. Montez is not really important in any sort of way. It's also overseas, I think. No, it's not overseas, but I don't get anything from it to begin with, so we might as well do that to lower the unrest. Albania and everything else, it will actually become an issue, because it's just rebels that are going to tear through that with relative ease. So we'll have to see how we play that, but for the time being, I don't really have too many options again. Of course, Ragus and Dalmatia are fitting places to go though, and we are going to go to those places and start sieges. The funny thing here is, the capital will be what we will most likely not be able to get, but Austria is doing a good job of releasing the sieges here. Sorry, relieving the sieges. I'll have to see how I want to handle this. The problem with Mentes and Albanian, Modenian, everyone here will just have to handle as we go. I'll probably have to reduce some war exhaustion down the line, but for the time being I'll just sit back and apparently get killed due to stupidity on my side. But yeah, we'll see. I attacked an 11,000 army that I did not realize existed in the area, and I did not get there on time, so we might as well just well, sit back and wait. And we're actually running to Edirne, which is just occupied territory rather than vassal territory, like for instance Morea. Again, I don't like the evacuation system, if you will, to be perfectly honest. I can understand that the armies are scattering, but I would also presume that the generals of said armies would be that they would have the capacity to understand that it would be smarter to actually run to something that hasn't seen war at all lately, like Morea. It's a safe target to run to because you can just run to Athens. It's a little bit of a longer route, but it's safer. And basically, if I was at war with the Ottomans or had any sort of beef with the Ottomans right now, that move right there would most likely put me in a very, very compromising situation that I would not have appreciated. Let's just be clear on that. What are these? Lombard Patriots. Good. Anyways, we're going to continue this next time. Thank you for watching. Please have a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.